The Fulton County Court case just was handed a huge loss. I'll unpack it for you. Actually, ABC News is going to unpack it for you. Just in case you don't believe me, just so you know, liberal news outlets are going, oh crud, Trump just had a massive win. Stick around to find out. I'm Doug, and this is Doug in Exile.
In the Georgia election interference case against former President Trump and 18 others, the judge has severed the cases of 2 of those defendants who will now be tried separately from the former president and the rest of the group.
First of the 19 defendants, remember, they were trying to keep the prosecutors, Fani Willis is trying to keep them all together to create a short, quick crap show to create chaos. Sidney Powell wants to break off, and I believe it was Cheeseborough that wanted to break off. And they wanted to be their own cases separate from each other. And they asked for a quick trial that's going to be this October 23rd, so next month. They did not want, Fani Willis did not want them to break off. And they just now announced that, yes, they officially are going to be broken off. So it's the first loss.
Prosecutors say they'll also hand over the names of 30 unindicted co-conspirators to defense counsel for all 19 co-defendants.
So the 19 co-defendants now have 30 co-conspirators that were unindicted. This is going to create even longer. So the prosecution did not want to turn these over because now every one of them can be cross-witnessed, cross-referenced. In short, they can extend. Now they gave Trump's team the power to extend this thing as long as they want. And they're going to want to extend this thing way beyond 2024, beyond the election.
John, as you were watching, you were saying this is not a good day for the Fulton County DA.
Bad. I mean, Fani Willis wasn't there, but you got to imagine, Diane, she's throwing things against the wall based on this hearing.
I imagine Fani Willis is throwing things against the wall anyways. She threw everything against the wall, but now this guy is describing her as so angry that she's throwing dishes against the wall and furniture against the wall. And that's good news for Trump.
So let's start where you just began. So first, the team for the the prosecutors down there had been arguing, keep everybody together, keep all 19, because really what we learned today, we're going to have a show this fall, and then we're going to have a repeat performance next spring, which makes it incredibly difficult for prosecutors.
And anything that makes it more difficult for prosecutors, this is a big Fani loss for Fulton County, and that's a good thing.
A great win for Donald Trump and others that did not want to be part of this speedy trial case.
Now, Trump wants to extend it. Speedy trial would be Sidney Powell and Cheeseborough broken off, so they're happy to be broken up. Remember, Fani Willis wanted to try and push Trump's up like as fast as they could. Trump only got an extension into next year, which puts them out, I think, March, April, which is still bad. They're going to be able, but now they have the ability to extend this massive plate of spaghetti as long as they want.
I can tell you, sitting here with you, just texting with some of the attorneys involved in the other defendants, celebrating. Yay, victory. This is everything they wanted, was to take more time and slow this down.
So that's the good news. First step in them losing control. By the way, we predicted this is what they were going to do. We predicted that it didn't make sense that they would all stay together. Meanwhile, yesterday in mainstream media news, they said Fani Willis was going to have a good day. They should have watched our show because they would have seen that we properly predicted that this is a fiasco for Fani Willis. And they're all changing their headlines now to agree with our show. I'm Doug in Exile.